BagFuel, baby.
So I'm managing him now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, with
so you a
with the
manager
clothing
now?
line shit. Yeah, with like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm managing Mill now, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna bring this up, you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm, when you ask me what I'm doing.
I don't ask you what you doing. You just do your
Okay.
own thing. You good.
Okay.
Managing. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you showing him in the managerial?
Basically what I'm showing him managerial is how we market everything. You feel what I'm saying? Music and clothes is one and the same. Marketing is marketing. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to get into the guerrilla side of the marketing. You feel what I'm saying? So
what is gorilla for clothing?
the guerrilla marketing for the clothing is basically getting that product in people's face with doing it not Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of niggas think DMing motherfuckers.
But that take money though, Dutch, because the guerrilla marketing I feel got played out because when we got black designers, like they want you to buy everything. And the guerrilla marketing takes place like when me and Ghost just talked about this when we was talking about the liquor companies and everything when they do the guerrilla marketing. They're spending millions of dollars before they even looking to make money back.
Right.
So the guerrilla marketing is, we're gonna press up or we're gonna stitch up mad hoodies and we're gonna give them to all the famous people and have them wear it and do all that. That's the cheapest marketing and that takes money because you gotta buy the product.
Though, right? How do you convince young people, black people, to liquidate as much amount of money it's gonna take to make it happen, knowing that a return ain't gonna come right away? I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm saying is you talking about dudes who come from nothing, don't know what it is to invest and know that money has to come back in 4 years. All we know is a quick flip, a quick ROI. How are you gonna convince young dudes at 20 that we're gonna eat shit for 4 or 5 years, spend our money, light this money on fire, but this is the goal to get back this result?
This is how I look at that point, right? From a religious aspect, right? Your humbleness, right, has to be way more stronger than your level of wanting to eat at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta fast a little bit to get that meal that you want. You know what I'm saying? It's a saying I always like to go through and put it in my life and apply it is, God slows you down because it may be a little bit of trouble ahead. You know what I'm saying? So don't rush. You may not be able to get what you want today. But if you really, really stay down and you really, really believe in what you got going on, it's gonna cost you.
How do you differentiate God slowing you down or you not doing enough to keep going or getting progress? Because sometimes people look at consistent failure and you're like, yo, is this meant for me? Versus, yo, God's slowing me down, let me understand what's my proper course of action.
I think it's faith bound. You know, it's faith driven. Like you drive yourself with what your faith is. If you really got faith in the Lord of your understanding, nothing can stop you. You got to remember that God put you in places for a reason. None of this stuff that we doing in life is by chance.
Okay, but they frontal lobe not developed. Now I said that on mass shows. So we dealing with people like all that's pretty and cute and like in the perfect world. Boom, that's good. But when your frontal lobe not developed and you don't really understand why we doing this and I need the money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm a faithful man too. You know what I'm saying? I'm in between Jesus Christ and Allah is what my wife say. Because my wife is Muslim and I believe in Jesus
what
Christ.
What they say about you? You're the most
Muslim,
she said, I
non-Muslim. Like a Muslim.
nigga.
She says, I'm more Muslim than I am Christian, right? So, and even with that, when I was younger, my faith wavered. You know what I'm saying? When things didn't go right and I felt like things should have went a certain way because I worked hard for this. I've been here, I've been doing this, I've been true. I ain't doing this and it still wasn't going my way. You know what I'm saying? So you're crossing lines with people like that because you from Philly. So we all technically from the gutter if we want to talk about it.
Like a mug, yeah.
All right, so we all technically from the gutter no matter where we gone, no matter what we do. I feel like that we sometimes have experiences that have shaped us and changed us in some ways.
Yeah.
And then we think that they are shaped and changed too, and they're not.
Right.
Are you gonna be patient enough? Because like what he's saying is like, well, how you gonna get them to sit still and understand it take 5 years? Ross was just on camera saying it take 10 years. to pop off with your brand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's being real. Like, some people might take that and say, oh, he's hating, I don't want to do it no more, he's trying to step on. Yo, it really takes about 10 years to really get your shit to you got money, you moving and shaking, you're stable now.
Well, to those who think that way, your will got to be stronger than your won't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to put yourself in a mind frame of, okay, if that's what it's going to take, I'm going to work harder to try to take some time off this shit. You feel what I'm saying? The more work that you put in, the lesser I believe your road to travel to get to where you're going is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just really focus and say, okay, you know what? Ross said 10 years. I'm gonna try to get it done in 5 with harder work. You may can't sleep for 2-3 days out your week trying to get what you need to get done. But as we see, each time that we get to a certain point, it's gonna be obstacles. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like shit that comes in your way and stop you. But do you let it?
Yeah.
I mean, like those people with the frontal lobe closed, do you let
Okay, well, so your frontal lobe was definitely not developed when you was younger and in the music business.
Hell no.
Right? So are you using the experiences of the mistakes that you made when you were coming along? Do you use those experiences and do you use those stories when you're telling these young kids how you're younger men, how you're leading them in a new direction?
I have to. I have to show them. If you tell them your glory stories, nobody's going to get the grind. I can't just tell them, motherfucker, oh, I had this amount of record deals and I had that. No, I got to show them that even though I've done this, look, I'm still working.
What is okay, I'm sorry.
People don't care about the grind. They love the results. They'll see a dude with a chain, like that. I want that chain. They'll rob him. They'll take it from him because they might assume that he got it easily. Whereas even how many people in this music business really put a record out and it pops without too much assistance? It's very minimal. But when they hear that story, artists are like, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna put the sock over the microphone. This record's gonna work. I'm gonna be on Power 99, Hot 97, boom, millions.
That's podcasters and YouTubers too.
But you know why? Because that's been the story of success people have been fed. And people love that story. It's comfortable.
It's not true.
No,
it's a lie.
No, we understand, but the reality is too much for them. People don't want to work hard. People don't want to spend money. People don't want to grind. We want instant results. And as a man who caught instant results fast, young and early, from money, notoriety, women, politics,
drugs.
You caught all of that early, Dutch. Like, how did your mind not go crazy? You was already that dude.
Because before we got that, the years of work that niggas was putting in.
I got you, but you caught it really young though. So like I'm trying to close the distance for you.
I see what you're saying.
The distance?
Yeah.
Like you caught it, if you had caught that success at 33, I can understand the years.
I was 17 when I caught it.
My nigga, so then what years were you, I'm not saying you weren't putting work in, but you're 5 years from being a boy, just getting hair on your balls to, I'm that dude at 17. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, it was like, you know what's so crazy was that no social media back then.
None.
We had no way but hard
the
work
streets
to put it out, right? We had guys like Crazy, Clue, SO, et cetera, with the DJs, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you said what you said because even in the beginning, niggas didn't even know what we looked like, Hynaken. Niggas didn't know. Niggas thought I was Lava because Lava said smooth thug with the good hair. So they think I'm Lava. They think Lava is me because he's a big guy with a deep voice. You feel what I'm saying? So with that, even with that, it was like, it came and we had to, like in the beginning, I was fucking off paper. Like crazy.
As you should.
Like I was fucking off of paper. Like I didn't care about this shit. I'm like, oh, all right, what you want? All right, come on, mom, let's go here. So, you know, may my mother rest in peace. I gave my mother out of my first check 15 grand. Out of the first one. We ran through a lot, but it's like 15 grand out your first one, you only got 25,000. You say I was reckless with the money. But my mother needed that furniture. You see what I'm saying? So my mind was, I had to be an adult way before I wanted to be. and being around my older peers. You feel what I'm saying? Like Gilly and the rest of them, they're older than me. You feel what I'm saying? Like me and Bianca are the youngest out of the squad. You feel me? Like I'm still virtually in the beginning of becoming like, the seasoned veteran that I am. You know what I'm saying? And that took years because my mom passed away. I had a crazy long span where I didn't even know who I was. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, that shit, work, you got to keep that work going though. Like that trumps everything. The work going to trump everything, bro. Like if you really believe in what you got going on, work at it. That's the only way. Even if you fail, you put the work in. Sometimes you're not going to win on the first shot. Look what I'm doing. I'm still grinding. 23 years I've been doing the same thing and I'm still grinding.
I mean, we were taught, go to school, go to college, get the home, get the education, kids, retire, pension, life is smooth. Now we've had years of data to see that nobody has a true retirement plan only because shit can happen. Esso just sent me a video of how Steve Harvey lost $30 million.
He went broke twice.
Went broke twice.
Got down $1,700 in his pocket.
So what?
Yeah, because divorce, his wife finessed him. That's how he told the story.
His wife, he finessed him. Then he owed taxes.
They was taking money out of his account, pretending to pay his taxes.
It's a long story, but no matter what happened,
you can't
30 M's?
Yes.
He had 30 M's, and he got down to $1,700. He went broke 2 times, Steve Harvey said.
Who else?
We got to have Steve Harvey on BagFuel, because he is the epitome of, although me
He
and
the
him,
hustler's hustler.
Yeah, but although me and him we don't really agree on how he be talking, like dealing with the women a little bit.
But that's his bread and butter with the women.
Yeah,
that's how he got back.
He be a little soft on the women, but
they pay his bills.
But his business end, they do pay his bills. He is doing his marketing. But on the business end, he's beastly.
Beastly.
Right.
Okay, to come back twice, to even take you asked him a question, but the mind state of losing 30 million, I never even
niggas killed themselves just off $1 million.
I've had way less than that.
I know some niggas 30,000 to kill him.
That's crazy. Come
30
on, man.
grand a nigga jump off a fucking building.
They better stop it.
Yeah, I think some niggas ain't never seen $1,000 at one time in their life.
Yo, that's a nigga right.
They better go do like you said. They better go do some work.
Yeah.
If they ain't seen more than $1,000 in one check, that's on their mind and how they moving. That ain't on the world.
Right.
All right, because there are many things that you can do out here that you can get lump sum of checks if you moving and shaking, if you even just trying, if you put your mind to it. I'm not gonna say that you're gonna do it multiple times and mad times, but you can't be of age and say, yo, son, I've never seen a check for 20 or 30,000. If you haven't, you're not doing the right thing, or you're not doing the right thing by yourself
but as a
person.
Real shit.
As a person.
The rarity for somebody in America to get a check for 30 bands, you talking about...
They're not doing right by themselves as a person.
Listen. If you're talking about people in Idaho, Montana, that of that nature, if you're talking about a person with ambition that wants to win and make something of themselves...
That's what I'm talking about.
Or those, yes.
I'm talking about a person with ambition.
Because we got to clarify
because I know that there are farmers that just want to be on a farm and smoke weed. They have no desire to do it.
Okay.
I'm talking about, see, excuse me. I'm not talking about the 90% of the people that don't do anything. I keep saying this on this camera, and he wants me to clarify this on every show. I'm not talking.
Did y'all think he was talking about
Hold on.
See, even then when you say clarify.
This is for the people.
Yes.
This is for the people.
Yeah.
This is for the people that really watch me, right? I'm not talking to you 90% of the people
but they're
that
watching.
Let me finish, bro. Okay? You can watch, I'm not talking to you, okay? I'm not talking to the 90% that want to sit and comment, that want to watch, that don't want to do anything, that have no ambition, that want to talk about me, that want to just praise me. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not for y'all. Thank you for watching. I'm for the 10% that are ambitious, that want to be different, that want to move and shake, that want to be something and somebody, okay? That's who I'm talking to. Maybe that's why all these people is commenting, because you think I'm talking to you, but I'm not. I'm talking to them. Now back to you, since we're clear.
No, because
We're clear.
Obviously not clear because
Hold on.
Hynaken is gonna go with
No,
it.
Because
I
he
mean,
always want me talking
No,
to these
because-
90%.
No, it's not about
Let me
that.
clear it up for you, 90%.
It's not about that. Yo,
I
bro.
know you're never gonna get money. I know you're not
listen.
ambitious. He's not talking to you.
It's not about that. What your experience is with how you interact with people ain't the same with mine. So when people are coming up to me saying, yo, what was he saying? I'm like, that's not what he means. And then a lot of times people's empire crumbles because of a misinterpretation of what's going on. So if I'm like, he's sitting here, yo, if you had never tried to get 30,000, I'm like, oh, I get what he's saying, but yo, there was people that's like, why does he think everybody got access to $10,000? I'm like, you're not part of
Because
this.
you do. You just a doo-doo head that don't realize it.
So you think
Go get good credit.
Yes.
You know, all y'all motherfuckers that say y'all broke, this is the plan. Pay your funky ass bills on time, right? And then they're gonna send you credit. Then they're gonna send you credit lines. You know what you do with your little measly $25,000 credit line? You go write yourself a $20,000 check. Boom! Now you know how it feels. You don't have to be rich. Pay your shit on time. Don't live beyond your funky ass
there
means.
we go. That's how you do it in Idaho. Now back to
It's very simple. Nigga, talking about $10,000. Like, what are you talking about?
We finally got Esso to give some game.
Yeah.
Now,
Finally.
Hold on.
Finally.
Yes, that was, was that not game? Yo, this nigga shaking his head. But Dutch,
Anyway.
the ambition, like you said, the work never stops, right?
Right.
What's on the workload to success? What's on the workload to getting yourself and your crew $10,000 checks, $20,000 checks, $30,000 checks?
This nigga can go 8, but he go ahead. What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy?
Just to answer very quickly though is that
Because people don't know the regiment.
well, your team has to.
Give him the green light, goes, and then he goes on.
Your team got to be on the same.
They're not on the same page.
Oh shit! You give this nigga the green light. You tell this nigga don't do nothing. Nigga like I'm doing it. You give this nigga the green light. He's like, yo, if the stars and the intellect and talk to me. We're one post away, Ghost.
Well, based on this, we're 10 now.
Oh my God.
I'm going to chill on this one then.
I'm gonna let y'all in on the joke later.
Go ahead.
Nah, I'm going to chill on this.
Nah, go ahead.
The whole momentum is fucked.
Nah,
man.
go ahead, man.
Nah, it's really.
Don't do that.
Yeah, son. No, nigga. Nah, he gotta go. 'Cause this shit-
Oh shit. Where you from, Dutch?
I'm from North Philly, baby. I'm from North Philly, baby.
In case they didn't know.
In case y'all ain't know. I'm from
my
North
God.
Philly, baby. You know what
Oh
I mean?
my gosh.
I'm from North Philly, man.
Oh man, I forgot what I was
Come on, man. Let's reset, man. Y'all want to reset?
That's what
the
I was
room?
trying to do with the reset.
Let's reset.
Yeah,
the room,
nigga.
man. Let's
We
reset.
did. Tell
man.
me, tell me what's going on. What's going on in your life that's just interesting? Tell me, because you a controversial motherfucker anyway. So
Okay, so
what's going on?
right now, like I said, I'm doing. I'm working with clothing lines now, right?
Dang.
Besides that, I'm about to drop another tape.
Are you going to still go by way of rocking with Benny the Butcher and Conway and that route?
I always, will love those brothers for them being culture pushers. And if we do, cross paths in that road to what I'm doing, definitely. I always want to work with Benny and Conway.
What's the one that you worked with? That record was fire. Y'all was outside.
Oh, the numbers I could deal with. Yeah, numbers.
Which one of them was on that?
Conway the
That
machine.
shit, yo.
Conway the machine.
See,
so,
if y'all would have put some marketing dollars behind that record, that record could have been something because that record, real talk, that shit was fire, yo.
Yeah, yeah. It's so it was a trial and error thing with that, right? So I didn't know how to, release music the way that they release the music. You know what I'm saying? Like
What you mean?
I'm so used to, the old way of doing it. I didn't know, that this digital market is where it's at now. You know what I'm saying? Like they showed me the new format and I gotta get at the 38 Spesh. Salute to my guy 38. 38 Spesh put me into that mind frame of, okay, nah, we don't do it that way no more. You put your tape out, you do this, you do that, you know what I'm saying? And it worked better.
What
you know
was
what I'm saying?
what was the strategy behind the digital marketing? Because you got other people that love the traditional route. They shun the digital route. They don't think it's successful.
Finding your fan base in that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like finding your people who gonna gravitate towards listening to you digitally now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Is that scary? Is that a scary process
is
for
because-
for a rapper?
Yeah, it is because you got to remember it's not CDs no more and all that shit. This shit is like if people don't go stream your shit.
How are you getting them to go stream it though? Just by shooting the video?
Nah. So what I did was I put the record out first. I got a video done, and then I went to one of the best sites that I could find, which is WorldStar.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I went and put it up on that top box because you got to invest in yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So I top boxed it. It did 1.5 million on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it started to bring me traffic from overseas, and you know what I'm saying? And it attached me to their algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So you punch in they shit, my shit come up. You know what I'm saying? So it made me a new artist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the trickle down. So
Now, if you would have some more money to keep it going,
and
would have bought it back, that's where I think that we lack, because we always go to drug dealers and shit like that for money to do things. But there's a lot of people that have it. If you have to look for them, there are investors that do that type of thing.
I wish I knew where they was at.
It's hard. It's not simple to find them. But I'm just making it known. There are people that are out here that'll be like, oh, you got something moving, it's shot. I'll give you $30,000 to put behind your project and let's see where it goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, what I need you to do is let me know where those people is
no,
at.
I'm saying you got to put it out there, but there are people that I know that get that done. Some rappers are big and some rappers are small. Like, for example, I think Hyn knows about this too. When Young and May first dropped, she was with Duck Down in them. Digital. They gave her they did a digital. That's why y'all started seeing Young and May. Duck Down was behind her at first, and then
I didn't know that.
And then after Sav stopped managing her, and she put out the big record, she was back with Duck Down again. But every time she was with Duck Down, she was on the radio. You feel what I'm saying? So there are people that do different type of digital small deals after you put something
that
out
was
and you
Drew
got
Ha that
something
did that,
changed.
Brian?
I don't know. It probably was Drew Ha, but I can't tell you all the specifics because they didn't tell me. But she was with Doug Down on a digital situation.
Yeah, so that's what you want to do. You want to find your
The reason why I asked about the digital route, the traditional route was pretty straightforward. Magazines, television, 106 in Park, radio,
publicists, all of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, you're there. Now with the digital, the scary thing is dudes don't know where to put their money to get the impact. So like Esso says, if you put this amount of money for this long on the radio, you should yield these results based on your songs. But now, what playlist are you gonna put your money into? That's how come before when you said you paid for the top box, I was gonna ask you, did you pay for the World Star YouTube?
Yeah.
That's a good.
I got.
That's a good one.
What I did was I went and got the package that I can afford. Right.
So you got the website,
all of that, of that, all together.
That's
smart. I don't want to put out what I spent.
No, don't.
I just want to tell people what I did was I didn't look at it as okay. Let me go ahead and just throw money out there, because I don't. The bag is for each project. You don't want to fuck up. Okay, I fucked this money up. Now I can't do nothing else for this amount of time. So what I did was I kept stockpiling. like I dropped the Jadakiss record before I dropped the Conway record, but I had all of these already. You feel what I'm saying? So it's about that too. You don't want to shoot your load and then now in a week or so you don't got nothing to put out.
Yeah.
So I went from dropping the 38 Spesh record first to dropping the Jadakiss record. Then I knew I had Conway joint in the stash. I said, all right, cool. I got 2 albums worth of
material.
You know what I mean? Like, so I could run at least a good 2 years of running that I had, which got me on different podcasts, which got me on. It'll make people reach out to you long as they see you working. And another thing that Jadakiss told me was content is fucking key. Even if you're not putting no money into the shit, keep putting yourself out there. Because when you show yourself to motherfuckers and they see that you're working, they got no choice but these days to go check and see what's going on. So even that blackballing shit don't work no more because it brings about curiosity.
Yeah. The internet has crushed the blackballing because
you
now
can't blackball
it's a
a
wild,
nigga no
wild.
more.
Y'all don't think so?
Nah, because there's too many people that's gonna
I
wonder
don't agree.
that one thing
These
why.
niggas is followers.
Yeah, but they gonna wonder
You can
why.
brainwash
But
these
here's the
niggas.
thing about that.
They easily brainwash.
How about this? You were blackballed.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you fight through?
Clue held on to me.
And what else?
I stayed around by being...
What else has gotten...
But
by you doing what you do in front of this camera.
Yeah, by doing what I'm doing.
Did the blackball work?
But I don't think...
Did the blackball work on you? It worked for a little bit, but you overcame.
A little bit, nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all niggas is tripping.
Back up again.
Talking about how you gonna say 10 years, a decade is a little bit, my nigga?
Yeah, you ain't shit for... You know why, S.O.?
No, that's crazy. You had 10 years, we had 10 years. That decade, get blackballed.
A decade.
You had your run in reverse. See, you had, like Dutch, you had your success, whereas, you know how you got to take 10 years to be an overnight success? You're an overnight success. Then he had to eat 10 years, not on purpose. You were railroaded, but now you fought through it. Most niggas would have been down, finished.
If Clue didn't hang, If Clue just didn't say, basically, I know niggas is lying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So no matter what, this is what I can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I can hold on to you. If you can fill this void, this is a void that I control. Can't nobody stop you in this area. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bit of money, sometimes it's gonna be a lot of money. But you always got a plan, so whatever you take from here, you build it out. Mm-hmm. Because he did that is how I even bumped into him to come here. This is an unbelievable story. Niggas thought I was dead, nigga. You know that. You know where I came from, Dutch. Mm-hmm. Like niggas like go say that niggas like they clowns say I was a water boy when I was younger. I used to get niggas weed. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. Listen, we know. Yeah. But niggas, anybody that knows, like even Puffy saw me, didn't recognize me because my hair is long.
He don't got the
facial hair is gone.
Right.
Niggas expecting me to look old.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? So when I just seen Dutch, he's like, how you keep getting younger? I just saw him outside.
Yeah, nah, real rap.
But niggas is expecting me to be old. So now it's like, oh shit, pardon my friend. I thought Randy was dead. Now I'm just gonna stay away from Randy because if I fuck with him, now he's on camera. All right?
See it.
If Randy's gonna let everything be bygones and be bygones, which when I see niggas, I tell Hynaken, he can't never, niggas be like, oh, niggas did this. Niggas try to kill me, bro. Like, what are you talking about? The same niggas, it's like, oh my God. Yo, you're so incredible. You're so this. I'm just looking at niggas like, I know.
Left you for dead.
But you left me for dead, son.
That's you know what you always tell me? That's the industry.
That's the industry.
We had a moment where somebody was talking to us and we were going back and forth. That was the inside joke. And I said, if we were really fucked up in the game, our phone wouldn't still be ringing. And you know that, Dutch. When you know you're done in the game, niggas don't
your shit get dry.
Dry.
It's dry. Nobody want to talk. Nobody, they think
hello, nobody wants me. Hello, nobody needs my services. I
some
can do
niggas,
everything.
Bro, that spun the block so fast. The moment that they saw me start dropping records, They spun the block so
you know
fast
why?
because
they know your history, they know your talent,
Yeah.
your work ethic, all of it.
And all I ever tried to do,
Yeah,
see,
go
that's
for it.
another thing that where my blessings come from. I try to help niggas, right? Prime example, it's a nigga that I tried to help right now that's doing well. OT the Real.
I met OT the Real from him years ago.
I brought OT the Real to SO because I didn't know at this point. I'm like, we thought you was dead, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't know. I'm like, SO, you still, you know? He like, yeah, nigga, come up, boom, boom, boom. I brought him to him first.
He told me that.
And he had the basically like the right to first refusal.
OT was right here when I said, OT said here, I said, OT, you don't know that you were supposed to be my rapper, that's what I said. OT didn't want me to pay for nothing. Like
he wanted
it was
the
a
organic
tradition. It was a certain route, and I said that right to her. I said when Dutch brought him to me, Dutch thought he was ready. He had records. He had records that was just
OT's
as good
nice.
as. No, but listen, OT's different now.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Because he was he was what y'all talking about right now, and he was Post Malone melodic.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm talking about like
records,
the melodies that this guy had at the time.
Post Malone, he didn't want to put this shit out because he's like, I don't want people thinking I'm like Post Malone.
Right.
And I was like, this is the perfect time.
Because he had the melody shit.
Post Malone has nothing. Nigga, sing-songy shit, everything. Even my wife be like, yo, remember number 3, number 7, number 6. Yo, son, he had joints that was, nigga, we talking about 10,000 spinners?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Nigga, was I gonna take over the world with OT? You niggas don't even know.
Let me tell you something. knowing you through SO and knowing how SO takes care of people, I already see the play that never happened.
No, that would have been.
No.
Let me tell you something right now, bro.
He would have called you. Here's your money. Here's your points, Dutch.
No, he would have been. If he would have went SO route, not saying he's in a great position.
He's in a great position.
But if he would have went the route SO said, you know what I'm saying? That what I was trying to when
because you're in Beverly Hills.
No, bro. He'd be the biggest star in the world.
It would because the way SO was going to market him, it was going to be.
He was going to be the biggest star in the world. Everything he had was just going to be like, yo, Clue.
1, 2, 3.
Clue. I'm not even letting nobody touch. See, my strategy was I see I'm getting chills on I'm like, nobody's going to even be able to get it. Because niggas was on the net, but it was still niggas with CDs. Nobody's gonna be able to get it. When I get my best friend to rock off on this record for 7 months straight, every fucking day, 2-3 times a day, and then they say, well, who is he? He shows up and he's fucking white. I was paid. I said, he know it. I had the whole plan. I said, yo, I came to Philly. He saw when I came to Philly. I said, yo, I got the money. I said, but are you ready to sign with me? I said, because I got the money to push the record right now. I needed like 30, 40,000. I didn't have it at that time when he came. I said, yo, just give me some time. Boom, boom, boom. It was like 3-4 months. I came to Philly.
That's it?
Yeah. I came to Philly. I saw Dutch. I came to the hotel. I still got the picture with me and Dutch when I had my mink coat on. And I was like, and I came to see him and OT showed up with his peoples. And I said, yo, I got the paperwork and I'm ready. Get your lawyer and just tell me where to send it. I got the money. I spoke to Clue. I'm lit.
Dutch, Esso's talking about missed opportunities. Just because of life and situations. What are some missed opportunities and mistakes you've had, whether it was with being around Hove, Little Kim, Gilly Wallow, that you can tell these guys to help them out?
My biggest missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Was that Rockefeller situation, bro.
Yeah, you spoke about that.
Yeah. That was my biggest missed opportunity because you don't know it's an opportunity until you get older. You know what I'm saying? When you're younger and you run around and you thinking that, okay, these checks going to keep coming back and forth, they don't do that. The checks don't come. So that was it. It was like, nigga, no more in life. Don't look at business first. Don't never not.
What was you looking at?
Thinking I'm the best rapper.
Creativity.
Thinking I'm the best, you know what I'm saying, the best rapper when the best rapper is the nigga that's getting the money. it ain't the nigga that's...
It's the most successful rapper.
Spitting the bars. The bars is easy, but going to the bank, they ain't taking no bars. They ain't cashing no bars in.
So the bars is easy, but going to the bank is tough.
hard as a motherfucker. Fuck you get in that motherfucker.
I made a big
you at the bank
mistake.
like, yeah, I rap. They like, okay. What's your account number?
Not your bars.
Yo, but I talk about money too much. Although between me, like I don't think Ghost knows this, but Hynaken knows this. Like I'm not really a money person.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
No, I'm not.
You
Yes,
love
you
that
are.
money,
No, I'm
nigga.
not.
He
You
loves
love
it.
that
He
money,
talks
nigga.
about it. He looks like money.
You know why I talk about it? You know why I talk about it? Because I manage the situation. I'm a manager. Right? If I don't talk about it, then we're all creative niggas just like you.
Right.
They're saying, yo, we're just being creative. Somebody has to step up. I stopped managing because I stopped wanting to talk about money. See, he cracks jokes, but he knows. Like, when I first started doing this shit, I said, yo, the best thing is now I don't got to talk about money. When this happens, I start putting a plan. I'm going to have a manager. Although I'm making money, nobody can manage me because they don't have the drive.
Who do you think would be able to manage you or us?
Steve Stoute.
Game over.
Oh my God, Steve Stoute. Y'all niggas that had BagFuel, fucking Balenciaga.
Steve Stoute.
Steve is the guy.
Steve Stoute could do it.
A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Like, remember, Steve Stoute was there the night that me, you, and Rottweiler and Nas came to the studio that night. That was the first time I met Nas. Oh, so like, we was working on our album, and one of the best producers at the time, Hynaken managed the nigga, Rottweiler.
SO man. I'll take the credit though.
I mean,
yeah, you know me.
Well,
I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I'll take it.
SO managed the nigga.
Yeah.
And like that was like our introduction again from us just being, we was always on the scene.
Yeah.
And just me seeing that, you know what I'm saying, how he was doing that shit. It was like, damn, this nigga's young as shit, and he managed this nigga that we paying this fucking all his money to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I sat back, I'm like, who is this nigga? I'm like,
I didn't even realize I was young.
Bro.
That was the crazy shit. When I realized that I was young, I'm gonna be honest, when K-Mac just said it, when he did the show, he was like, Randy was the youngest nigga doing it. I realized, I was like, damn, I was
when you
wild
walked
young.
in that shit, you looked like you
I
was
was
a
a
teenager,
baby.
nigga.
Man,
like,
I
I'm
was
like,
young.
you don't manage, what the fuck? This nigga don't manage nobody. Like, how the fuck he know how to manage somebody?
I didn't realize it because everybody was young too. But they were older, but you didn't know Puffy was not your age.
Dutch.
Right.
How long you've known him?
We say 20.
About 20 years.
Let me ask you a simple question.
Since 2000.
Yeah.
How many young niggas could it have been where he's at doing what he's doing? Rough estimate, out of 100%.
I would say like 5%, bro. Because
If you ask him, he probably thinks 60%.
No,
he be thinking a lot of niggas can do what he do.
Nah, bro.
I'm like, yo, Ghost.
Let me tell you something, right?
Yo, thank you.
This what's so crazy about you, bro. I've never seen a nigga, right? Remember, you was working while we was at the studio. Like, remember, you was never off the phone.
Yeah, no, I was
Y'all
never.
had, like,
To this day.
remember?
Nah, I never a nigga.
I forgot who it was, but
I had
the time,
2 phones. It would be like, yo, hold on.
Yeah, at the time.
Yo, so literally.
Megan Good was her sister or somebody had a group at the time.
Yeah, we was in the
I
studio
remember
with
that
them.
group.
It was like
Tone had them. Trackmaster.
Right.
One of the
so-
girls had red hair?
Yup,
Oh,
exactly.
that bitch.
Yo, one of them still one of them was Benzino's, the girl that was on the show with Benzino. One of them was
It
one
was?
of EXO.
It was her. Yo, no, but look, the crazy thing is,
EXO.
right? So we in this studio. First of all, the studio that we was in.
Mila J was in there.
Yeah, like
I know.
She was in the group.
the studio that we was in was like
Talk about it.
fucking. What was them hours like in that joint? Because y'all was there like all the time.
We was at around the clock, but it was like 12-hour blocks. It was a minimum of a 12 to 14-hour block. But they was bringing in rigs and stuff. Remember? So it wasn't like what they had. So you had to have time so they could bring in the rigs and the specific that Rockwilder, and they had to connect it, and it was a process. So while in there, we was fucking around.
I know before we left there, because we did like 3 records, just to, because Rottweiler liked to get that one, them 3 joints to pick the best one.
Yeah.
So
That was always a thing for him to record
He
at
wants
least
to
3
have
songs.
3. At least, I mean, that's how you did it.
Yeah, because you don't know that
who went there with the project. You
Yeah.
competing with fucking Timberland. And
Yeah.
I need 3 records, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do 1 record and just think this 1 record's gonna make the album.
Yeah.
You actually want to cut more than 3. 3 was our minimum.
So that's what we didn't know that though. We thinking, you know, because you think this is Rottweiler, so you thinking like, he gonna have 1 beat for us, and this is what he picked out for us to go. Nah, he said, I want you to try this, then y'all try this, then y'all try that, because I want to see what the best sound is. So what happens is we do the record, the If You Want It record, and the shit picks up on the West Coast. We never had like a strong West Coast following like that. That record was so crazy because Clark Kent actually did the auto-tune on the record. We was doing auto-tune back then. This was crazy, but we was doing auto-tune 20-something years ago.
And Rottweiler was big in California.
Right, so
he was big in California, than New York still to this day.
Yeah, it started to pick up. So we saw that he knew what the fuck he was doing. You know what I'm saying? When it came to picking that sound, because it was so odd that the record that we picked from him wasn't that typical Rottweiler sound.
He did front to back by exhibit around that time.
Yeah,
he was
so
in a different zone. Remember, I told you he lived out there for like a year, just working with Dre.
That shit was crazy. So going in the studio and then Steve Stoute coming by with Nas, I'm like, they like, Nas here. I'm like, what the fuck is Nas doing here? Like, I mean, like, it was like, I idolized the nigga at the time because this is fucking Escobar. You know what I'm saying? He pulled up to the session. He like, I wanted to meet y'all niggas. Steve Stoute, you know, he told me that he was the one that made sure that, because we wasn't going to get over Interscope, because Interscope was like, y'all niggas is like kind of high risk group and boom, boom, boom. And then you got to remember with all of the shit that was going on at the time, they wasn't trying to. Steve Stoute said, nah, come to the office. We went to the office, and I remember in that meeting, I had said something to him that took his mind somewhere. I just said, in my contract, I just want clause that I can always do what I want to do. And he was like, so you a young nigga thinking like that? All right, cool, I'll take y'all niggas. I'm signing y'all niggas directly to Interscope. So that's when they put the Funkmaster Flex the Tunnel shit out.
I remember that too.
And they put us on that album. You know what I'm saying? And that right there with Eminem and, you know, just all of them guys that was on that album, it actually, I didn't know it was going to be this huge.
But that was big back then, because like, yo, you want an album with these niggas, like.
It was a hell of, the lineup was.
And it was Flex's album, Funk Flex is huge.
Big Cap,
right in
him and
Philly.
Big Cap shit, right?
Rest in peace, Cap.
Yeah.
Cap was a good dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Queen, and he's from Queens. Just so y'all know.
Yeah, quick shout out to Queens.
You know what I'm saying? But that was a special type of time, and that was the marketing. You know what I'm saying? So you can just get on somebody's record that's big, and they be like, oh my God, Snoop let you get a verse up there, we're signing you.
Yeah.
There's no reason why.
Yeah, because it goes back to the original, well, not the original, but one of the questions of, because the digital world is so vast, where do you focus your digital dollars at? We know where we could focus our tangible money at.
On all of the platforms that you see are working these people's record. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta look through. You gotta continuously look through these places. You don't just jump out and just say, okay, all digital. You can't afford all digital platforms. You feel what I'm saying? You go with the one that's the most beneficial for your dollar. Because you gotta spend. People think you're not gonna spend.
They not spending.
You gotta spend.
They not spending.
Yeah, that's why they not going no fucking way.
They not spending.
That's why they won't be on BagFuel.
Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the niggas, you won't hear about them niggas. That's why they won't be on no other motherfucking podcast.
They can pay to get up here though.
Right, but still, if they don't pay, they not fucking coming.
Yeah, but DM me.
I said, yeah, but DM me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
about
for
my
the
payment.
10% and the 90%. You got DM him too.
Yeah, DM
Right.
me too.
Because we want the whole 100%.
But we talked about a music mistake.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say something, although this is about Dutch, I'm going to say something that I never told people that was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made in the music business. And this would be why somebody would try to blackball you, but your frontal lobe wasn't developed. And I was lucky to get on with Rottweiler after this, but this was a major mistake with my money. I sparked, Trey Songz's father was, you know what I'm saying, cool with my producer. So Lauren Dawson, So he came with my songwriters, Big Draws. Big Draws was my songwriters that wrote on the Destiny's Child, blah, blah, blah. So I did a couple of records with Lauren for Trey songs. I encouraged Trey to write his own records. His birthday is the day before mine. I looked at him as a little brother to me. And I felt like nobody helped me, so I'ma help him. It was on purpose. We did 3 songs with him. I took the songs to Lenny Nicholson, who was working with Nas at Sony at the time. Nas was signed to at Columbia. The record started a whole big bidding war over Trey, right? But I didn't know that Trey was already signed to Troy Taylor at the time. I didn't know about production companies and being signed prior and all of that stuff, right? So things went down. They started the bidding war, and I'm like, yo, Trey signed to this guy. Now me and Lauren is pissed. It goes far. Like we cursing niggas out. Yo, we caused the deal. We got the deal. And the whole time, Troy Taylor was saying, we'll give you 4 songs on the album. And we was like 4 songs on the album, but Trey got the deal based upon what we did. We didn't understand what 4 songs would have meant for my pocket.
I mean, y'all placements. Y'all got 4
for
placements.
my publishing. I mean,
et cetera,
song deals. And we would have got it.
You'd have still been eating off that shit
I would have
today.
still been eating off of Trey Songz' first album because it went, although that one wasn't the one that sold, you have the relationship already.
Which means
so it would have carried over to the next album.
The next album.
And my front too low wasn't developing. I was a manager and I knew about business, but I didn't understand that aspect until 10 years later. I mean, and we went far with it. Bad mouth motherfuckers. We was cool with Troy. Lauren knew Troy and his wife and everything. I think it caused a big wedge in between us, in between me and Trey. Although me and Trey still been good and followed, but I never got no money with them. I never road managed him, never meant nothing, my dude. That was
from that one mistake.
That was my biggest mistake, and it was a huge one.
What about you, Hynaken? I mean, you got to give us one because you ain't gonna tell me you ain't make no motherfucking mistakes. We all made mistakes.
Thank you. This is more abstract, like not being
secret, man.
Not being
how the fuck is it an abstract mistake?
He could do some shit on the road that he is there for.
Yeah, I have. No, listen, Dutch. If somebody's at a green light, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Here
right?
we go. Here we go.
And they're not driving. What's the next instinct? What are you doing?
I'm honking the shit out the
Thank
horn.
you. These niggas be like, yo, chill, bro.
Nah.
That's cap.
No.
Yeah. He don't be like chill, bro. He honks at everything.
Okay.
Every little thing.
Go. I'll tell you a story. There was a lady walking, right? And I said, yo, listen.
This is divert, but he's good.
I'm gonna tell you, there was a lady walking, and I said, watch out. He's like, yo, what happened? These people can throw themselves on the car. He's like, what have you been through?
What?
No, listen. He said, what have you been through in your life to think like this? No lie, we was driving to, I don't know what event it was. This white guy purposely tried to go into the street to act like we was gonna hit him, and then he spun away.
Was I here for that?
Yeah, you was in the car. And y'all always like, whoa! Now they don't remember. They're like, whoa!
Now they don't remember.
Now they don't remember. They always convenient. Like Jim Jones said, very conveniently they gonna forget.
Let me ask you a question.
But I made mistakes.
Let me ask you a question. Cause I don't know, but I hear people buzzing about this shit. What the fuck is going on with you, Gilly, and Wallow? Why y'all ain't been on the show? What the fuck is going on with y'all?
Yeah.
Major Figgas, what's popping?
Just to be honest, it's just people grow apart. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew apart. Like at this point,
so there ain't no problems. It ain't no nothing.
On my end, I don't have an issue with nobody. If I did, I would speak about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let you know. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and then it's not gonna be on social media. I would have called
personally
Gil and told him, yo, this is how I feel. Same way he would do with me.
Okay.
So that's the reason why it's like, it's nothing but speculation because we not going on those social sites and saying, oh, I don't fuck with this nigga.
So where do you think that the speculations come from? Because I'm gonna keep
from
it real.
them not seeing,
let me just say this. Let me just say
us
this
together.
because I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I don't even watch. I shouldn't say this, but I do. I don't even watch content, right? but I know that people don't have anybody to ask the hard questions because I don't know Gilly to even know how he talks about or how he feels about anything. So I want to be straight because everybody, we got to be straight on camera. I don't know. I'm just asking a pure question of what I hear people buzzing about several different things about this person hasn't been on the show and that person hasn't been on the show.
And one of the main ones
this
is
is
y'all,
why,
yeah.
this is why they're not on the show. And I'm like, I don't know nothing about none of these things that people are talking about. So if I'm gonna ask anybody, if Gilly was sitting right here, swear to God,
We'd ask him.
I'd be the nigga
Oh,
that
I know.
niggas would hate because I would be like, yo, I know you mad at me, but niggas want to fucking know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just I think it's gonna come a time where Major Figgas will do the show.
$1 million.
It's just
it's the city needs it.
yeah, it's just I think it's timing and what other people are doing. You feel what I'm saying? So I gotta keep my shit going is to where I continuously grind to get hot enough to be on the show.
Dutch. No way we can't leave without me being ignorant. You ever like flirted with Little Kim and try to shoot your shot? I need this. Tell me how you ran the whole
Why
play.
the hell would you choose Little Kim before people? Because didn't he talk about Kim before or some shit like
Yeah,
that?
No, nigga, please. No.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't want no crazy shit. Like, did you say, yo, what's up? Did you ask her what her favorite porno is? Because I asked this question. I'm gonna ask her.
all right, I'm gonna say this, right? And this is with
Man, we're not trying to play her. She's just an icon.
No. With all
And I'm from Brooklyn.
with all due respect,
Just say yes.
who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be real. Who wouldn't?
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't? It just was a simple fact of, you know, I'm not a chatty patty kind of guy.
I'll tell you a
what
big
I'm saying?
mistake I did.
No, I'm just saying. Let me finish though, because I want this. Because I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to put this out there the wrong way. It is what everybody else want to think it is. For me, it's the truth. You feel what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is, she know and I know what's going on, what happened, what went wrong, what went right. You feel what I'm saying?
Dude, that's a great light-skinned nigga answer.
But why you even care at this stage of even letting people know she got a kid? This is 20 years ago.
You know what it is?
No, he asked the question, so I just feel like
I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
People.
I hate when people do that because it's like shit was so long ago. It's like
You know
what
why,
I'm saying?
Dutch?
Like,
I'm gonna keep it real. She's still an icon.
Yeah.
And people like, even if you were connected with Rihanna in some way, just because they're still visible in that spotlight, they're a sex symbol.
Right.
All these dudes have them on their walls, whether they had the Lamborghini posters or whatever. So when they see a person that was next to a woman that mattered in their childhood, there's a nostalgia that they want to get close to.
Right.
Whatever the story is. They don't even got to be controversial.
I understand that.
Yeah. Because guess what? There was no social media. So how are we going to connect other than watching it on TV? The closest thing to TV is talking to somebody.
The thing I'm gonna say is, and make it easy, we can leave that shit alone.
Yeah.
Ask her.
I talked to her.
You know what I'm saying? Ask her.
I ain't asking her.
Oh, I'm
that
asking
shit.
her.
But I'm saying is,
Why would we ask her that so she
Yeah,
can
ask me.
I don't because
He's
right.
because you've addressed it before and I feel like Hynaken to defend my man, although y'all know we don't get along
We don't
all the
get along.
time, right? It's not fully clear. So when people want to know like why is it not fully clear? Because you say some of the shit and then you don't answer some of the shit. Then you answer some of the other shit.
He don't want to kick her back in by accident.
Okay.
Right,
You know,
yeah,
sometimes
He's
nobody
kicking her
wants to
back
look
in
like
right
the
now. Once you
nigga
mention it, you
reaching.
kicking her back
Yeah,
in.
no,
though.
but I'm saying I don't want to
That's
look like
fair.
the nigga that's reaching, or just because I was around her, I look like I got to talk about that to talk about what I'm doing.
Guess what? You don't want to look like.
Do that.
You don't want to look like Irv Gotti.
No, I don't.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't. I
There you
don't.
go.
I
You
don't
don't wanna
want to
look
look
like
like
Irv
that,
Gotti.
and I don't
You know
want
what?
to keep on
Little
talking
Kim,
about
I'm
certain
sorry,
shit. You know what I mean?
Dutch. As a man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry because I thought about it.
No, because you gotta remember, I got a wife, and that when people keep asking these questions, it messes up.
How does your wife feel about it when she hears it?
What is that?
Let's talk about that.
This is what it is.
Does
It's
that
like,
fuck up the business of the home?
no, it's not fucking up the business of the home. It's just the respect factor of if you know, it shouldn't
Get to that point.
Yeah, get to that point where people, you know, even keep on going back and forth with trying to know. It's nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? What happened? It's nobody's business what we went through. So when my wife sees that, it's like, yo.
Why you giving off that energy?
Yeah, like, why you talking
blamed.
about her?
So do you consider it a mistake that you even mentioned it before? Would you go back in time and be like, I would have never mentioned it?
I do, because she didn't never mention it, and it just looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to be the nigga that look crazy or look like I'm pressed about or something that I know.
Years ago.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I know that at the end of the day, it's a thing where if we're walking past each other,
it's respect.
It's going to be salute to Kim, salute to Dutch, and we're going to keep it moving. We just actually, had a mutual friend that had passed away. And, that's where I leave it at. I just want to, this is going to be, BagFuel is the last time that I will mention because next time somebody asks me that shit, I'm going to tell them I have no comment, because I'm not going to keep on disturbing my life with the past.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And I respect my motherfucking wife. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
I respect my
Shout out to the
motherfucking
queen,
wife.
you
know what I'm
heard?
saying? Yeah, shout out to the queen. I ain't gonna keep disrespecting mines though. Because at the end of the day, she happy with what she doing. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I love my wife, and we gonna leave that there.
Both said to come back to the mistakes
that you made.
Me?
Yours. You said you had one.
I got multiple. One of the things, because, I came into this game very unconventional. I was trying to get artists to sit down and do interviews. And when the internet started coming up, people looked at it as like a gimmick, because it's still, you're not on the radio, you're not on magazines, right? So I started interviewing porn stars.
You was kinky, yeah.
Yeah. But no, what happened was, it was an accident. A girl was like, hey, you should just interview Pinky. And I didn't know who she was.
What?
At that time, no.
And you ain't know Pinky. Pinky like the biggest keister in the store.
No, but she had just started, actually. But her fame was through the roof already. So I'm like, who's Pinky? And my man's was like, yo, this is her work. I said, we need this chick. Fuck this shit. And so
you said what?
We need this chick, yo. I don't give a fuck, son.
Yo, this nigga went nuts.
Nigga.
Yo, he went nuts.
He just went berserk.
Yeah. So we got it. We did the interview. Legendary, did millions of views. So she's letting me grab her ass. I'm wilding. So my mind becomes.
I'm so shocked that
Pinky?
you were wilding.
Yeah. What?
You was grabbing Pinky ass?
All of it. What? Hold on, wait.
That ain't nothing crazy, Ghost?
I've been to porn convention.
No. Listen, it ain't. But I
porn convention.
Did you?
No.
Lit.
Listen.
I'm lit. No.
No, go with her.
I'm serious.
Trust me.
No.
Trust me. I've been there. Trust me.
Tell him.
Nigga, it's a different vibe at the porn convention. Trust me. I made that shit famous. I went in there. I was one of the first, from a black nigga's perspective.
My wife is Muslim, for real.
Listen, let me say
She don't look like it. She don't look like it. Wait, whoa, stop talking, because we talking about me and mine right
y'all
now.
won't let me give you some of my mistakes.
Go ahead, say your mistake then.
But, so now, I'm overhyped now, because every girl's letting me grab their ass. So as I'm ascending, doing interviews, every famous chick, I'm like, let me grab your ass.
You gotta put that up.
No, I didn't even know that shit was gonna fall.
Damn, niggas come. I'm glad you that comfortable.
My bad.
Yeah.
No, it was.
It didn't matter who the chick was. I said it to Angela Yee. I said it to married chicks, all lit chicks. And then
Angela Yee, is that why we not on Way Up With You?
no, we've been. I was like, yo, Ann.
That's why you not inviting me.
Hold up.
Because of this.
You asked Angela Yee what?
This is years ago.
What?
Get this on camera. What you told
I know, this
Angela
was
Yee?
years ago. I was like, yo, Ange, what's up? You know I'm a professional ass grabber. Let me grab the cake.
Did you grab a cake?
No, she was like, no, nigga. Yo,
Hold on, you asked Angela Yee
to grab a cake?
grab a cake?
yes. Yo, Dutch, let me tell you.
I believe him.
My completion percentage was 80. These chicks was letting me, all them models.
You're like that dude, they got the camera now, what's his name, cousin or something, and he be like, ooh, would you
Wait,
fuck
you
with a
think
nigga
them niggas got,
that dressed like me? Ooh, turn around, let me sing your jingle. He says, ooh, can I touch it?
That was me. I had all of them.
Okay, so you was about to land. What's your mistake?
Just on an abstract level, now let me finish though. you gotta let me finish though. Y'all, you can't
Nobody's stopping you.
But y'all interrupting when I'm talking,
No,
dog.
I just wanted to know. That's
No,
why I
I
want
know
you to
that,
land.
but you know when you do shit like that and you do it to the wrong person, you'll get blackballed in a subtle way, and you won't get a deal. You won't get put in certain situations. And me not knowing that, yeah, it caused friction with even. I'll say this. I don't want to say this. It's gonna be very controversial, but that was an issue with K Slay and his models. Like they would come, they're like,
Rest
yo,
in peace to K Slay
rest in
too,
peace.
man.
So they started complaining, and we had to speak on that. And I was like, okay, we having interviews. I'm not recklessly trying to grab them. I'm talking to them, whatever.
But, and you're talking, you want to grab some
Yo, let me
ass.
grab that shit.
And he's like, yo, be easy, hornball.
No.
Relax.
It wasn't like that.
Relax.
It was never like that.
No, just
don't
they
pay.
just
Remember,
joke.
a chick just lost her house to Cardi B for a misinterpretation of a situation. So I'm way more careful because I just had and I told him there was a dude who had a deposition or a lawsuit, and one of the things I said 10 years ago was used against the defendant or the plaintiff.
Did they win?
I don't know. We don't know what but it's still, but here's the thing. The plaintiff and the defendant, I'm friends with both of them. So whatever decision it goes.
You're not friends with both of them no more.
Well, clearly.
Whoever lose.
Whoever
loses that, he ain't your man.
You might want to get the fuck
He
out
not
of
your
there.
man no more.
Well, yes, they are actually.
Okay, all right, so go on. I'm listening. Because we're getting close to this mistake.
That was your mistake.
No, I got multiple.
That's what makes it abstract. You gotta
We getting close, so you agree with me and Ghost. We getting close to the mistake.
Right.
Yeah, but if you go like this, he'd be like, he interrupted me. I can't even react. Yo, Ghost, I can't even react. He say something, I go like this, he'd be like, stop. I didn't say nothing, I'm just reacting. I'm a reactor.
You want me to do it in reverse?
You do it anyway.
No, I don't.
I don't care. You can throw your hands at everybody reacts to what I say.
That's gonna look like
Ghost, when I go.
See what I'm saying? That's gonna look like a dumb show.
Ghost.
Nah.
Yes, it is.
Nah, I'm saying I get
If we
what you're
did
saying.
that,
So,
it would look like a real dumb show.
What, if I go like this?
Yes, all the time we talking. Yeah,
I don't do it all the time, but the one time I do it,
you don't watch the camera enough to know you're doing it a lot.
they must like it. I get followers then. Y'all follow me, or y'all 90% hating on me because y'all agree with him. I don't care. I'm not talking to you. The 10% don't care. Then
Okay,
I'm throwing my
I
hands up.
guess if the numbers
They
go
don't
up,
care.
if the numbers go up or down, we'll
hold
see.
on, guys. Look, hold on.
I really
Starting
don't
to get a little
get it.
heated. It's actually-
I'm
Look, he like, you know what? Fuck it. I
man.
don't make mistakes. Look,
Yeah,
they
at
texted
this
each
point,
other.
I can't get the story out, bro.
You said how you messed up. You got blackballed because you asked to squeeze the wrong people's ass. You didn't say that? That's not what you said. See, I'm paying attention. He think I'm not paying attention. I'm paying
Is
attention.
that it or?
Is that?
Oh no, because the story. I mean, if you want me to finish the story, but I think it's done. We'll have more stories.
Oh man, he's mad now. See what you did, Dutch?
No, we just trying
See
to have.
what you did, Dutch?
We're just trying to have show chemistry and make this, because just like when you was at 8 at the table and y'all was all screaming, and he's like, it looks good in person, but on camera it might not look.
They was going viral like a motherfucker.
No, we're not talking about that.
They was going viral like a motherfucker.
The viral moments are when one person.
They was going viral.
No, when one person is getting their point off versus if we're all talking at the same time, that shit looks trash.
Look, this ain't talking.
Yeah, okay, do
This
it.
ain't talking.
This ain't talking. This.
What y'all just order? Beef and broccoli? Y'all
Thank you. Thank you. It looks
He's
dumb.
such a controversial. He's upset. He can't
No,
control
because
himself.
we trying to make
It's
this
hard.
shit happen.
We're
but
making
you
it
think,
happen.
no, it's not, son. I'm telling you.
We're making it happen.
No, we're not.
Why? Because you didn't say your mistake?
No, it's not that,
That's
bro.
what's happening.
Trust me. When he keeps the shit on the footage, you're gonna see, bro.
No, I'm not.
Trying to tell
I'm not
you.
gonna see because I don't watch it.
I'm trying to tell you,
I'm
my
not gonna
nigga.
see.
I'm trying to tell you this.
Okay. I'm not gonna see though. I don't watch content.
You don't have to see it.
I don't watch content.
But you gonna
I'm
call me
over here
about
like
it.
this,
I'm
look.
gonna see it.
You gonna call me
like
about it.
He knows.
How you feel about the content today? Like people doing content?
Because I like when you said what Jadakiss said. Content is king, is key.
I like what you said.
Yeah, I like what you said.
I love content, period. But I think a lot of people been stealing content.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like they watch what niggas do and everybody wants to follow behind everybody. And that's
But
the
that's
only
easy to
part
do.
about the content that kills me is that everybody's not good at what everybody else is doing, though.
How
You know what I'm
important
saying?
is it to be good?
It's very important to be good because if you're not good, people could see that through those cameras.
Oh, some people think that don't matter.
No, it matter. It matter. It matter when you sitting there and you look. Well, he don't watch the content, so
I know.
I
What
get
you
it.
think about marketing? You think marketing matters?
Yes.
Oh, you think spending money on yourself, even if you're making content, you think that matters just as much as making the content?
Yes.
Okay,
It goes hand in hand.
because some people don't think so.
No. If you
Some
have
people don't think so.
a bad song
Mhm.
and you're spending all the money on it, how far can you really take doo-doo?
Macarena.
No. Let's talk about it. How far can you real doo-doo?
Money could take doo-doo,
How far?
Wait.
make it smell good.
Thank you.
It can make,
Is that
it can make shit smell
Thank
good.
you.
Money
But
makes
look-
shit smell good, bro.
I
Let
understand.
this man keep talking.
No. How long though? Because if you're just gonna
Bro,
be
look at some of the niggas who came out with shitty
Such as
records,
who?
right? I don't
if you want,
want.
you
I
see,
don't want to.
niggas need examples.
Yeah, but nah, I'm
The
just saying.
90% do, the 10%
No,
no.
because if you're gonna sit there, come on. You know what? We don't need you to kick nobody's back in.
Soldier Boy.
You think so?
No, I'm
that's
saying
subjective.
but he
Let
paid.
this man talk.
He paid money for some records that I believe wouldn't have done what they were supposed to do if he didn't add the bag to it. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's shitty as an artist. I'm saying his marketing was way better than some of the records. Yeah, and look at what he does. Every time this guy gets on a camera, he makes it a viral moment.
Viral moment. Why is he doing that? In your opinion?
To keep himself in that
in
relevant
business.
category.
All right, in music, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can have a shitty song, put marketing and budget behind it, smooth, gets it banging. You think a content nigga who's completely trash, has nothing to say, has no guests, nothing, no points of view, and you just keep putting them in front of eyeballs and they're boring, you think that can work too?
Yes, with money. With money.
With money.
Even a boring, what do you think goes? Just a, which guy you talking
Do
about?
you think, no, you don't have to name the dude.
No, name it, no.
Don't name the dude.
No, name the dude.
What do you think?
Who? Which dude you
You
talking
think it's
about?
possible?
No. Ooh. Oh, Zane Lowe?
Do you think it's possible?
Zane Lowe.
So you
Wow.
think it's possible?
It's done.
Thank you.
Zane Lowe?
Thank you.
Zane Lowe?
He was talking about me, y'all, silently,
No.
and he was wrong.
Because he's like, yo,
He was wrong.
he's saying this. Fuck the talent. It's all about money.
I did
I
not
said
say
this-
that.
No,
Bro,
no.
these days right
No,
now
but-
that we in, bro, is
That's
no
cap. I never said
talent
that.
with this
Let me
shit,
ask
bro.
you-
Niggas is spending
He's
money.
capping now to make his point.
No,
That's not
no,
true.
we're not. No, we're not talking
He's
about
capping.
that.
I said talent matters.
No.
I just said it's not everything.
Are you gonna let me finish my point?
Okay, don't cap on me, though.
He
Don't
always.
cap.
So when we talking, I said a lot of the reason why this shit works is how people view you, how you speak on this camera, and he be like he comes off like it ain't all about that. I'm like, if he was just talking the way he talks and the knowledge he has, do you think this shit would still hit the same?
Nah, but if you don't have that and you don't got no money, it ain't gonna hit at all.
You need the money.
You gotta have, it goes together. It's
Thank
a
you.
package deal.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah, but I don't disagree
He
with
keeps
that.
saying yes, you are.
No,
because,
I don't.
Because you sat here and you capped and said, oh, he thinks it's not talent. I know I got talent. You need talent, you need a plan, and you need money. Period. You just not gonna keep saying you're just gonna do content. People feel me from content. When I went on Combo's court, it wasn't about content. The girl that pays me to wear this in my hair liked the way I look. Duh. She didn't give a fuck about what I was saying or what I did
You think
prior.
so?
She did. I know she did. She said, that nigga looks right. He can wear my shit. He's an influencer. She called her sister. Her sister said that she knows me. He knows about business. He'll be a good person to start with. That's why I got it. She didn't give a fuck about nothing. She saw me on Combo's court talking about, screaming on Combo, talking about not giving my shit away for free.
That's what I'm saying, though. Even that, your ability to communicate and speaking is now put in the eyeballs. That is, to me, that's one of the driving engines. Am I saying that the money don't matter? Never. Am I saying the promo don't matter? Never.
The appearance, I work
Never.
out.
The
I
appearance,
work
none of
out.
that. I
I
don't
keep
say
my
none of that.
clothes fresh,
But-
my sneakers. I'm always nigga. If we go somewhere, I'm always on
yeah,
point.
but-
I don't play with my appearance. All of those things matter too. How people feel when they meet me in person. I talk to niggas. I'm not even talking it for real, but I talk to niggas out of fucking respect.
Yeah.
All those things matter. It's not just the content.
I'm
You
not-
do other things to make people connect back to your content.
But-
what I told him was, I said, the content is this. Our full joints is your album. Your clips is your single, right? When we look at these unsigned dudes, we talk about these unsigned dudes on the camera and say, they don't put no money behind this stuff. They don't do nothing. I said, we're just like them on the content end if we're doing the same thing. We're putting things up saying, they gonna go, this gonna go, this should go, while other people are paying for ads and doing other things, doing events, bringing people out. They're spending money, bro. We're not spending enough money to make us who we are. We are fucking fortunate that we've been on other platforms. He's been doing this shit for years. Space Ghost is a legend with the fucking camera, and they think I came out of nowhere and I'm hot.
Think about
That's
that.
why we have.
No, but think about that. How they say you came out of nowhere.
That's not.
No. I know that. But for these motherfuckers, them 90%, they always gonna think that. They don't see the fucking work. They don't understand how you stay in the mirror and you do this. They don't understand what you see, what just happened.
Well,
on
niggas don't see the work till you
Never.
winning.
Never.
Till you winning, that's when they look at the
The
work.
way I look at it, right? How he communicates on camera makes him a chef. Everything else is the recipe. So the money's the salt and pepper that you need. So the content is the steak, but the salt and pepper, if you don't have that, shit is trash. That's what I'm saying, the
It's just a
foundation.
regular old
I'm
steak.
talking about from a foundational standpoint. That's why I'll be like, yo, we did good. This is gonna get us to this. He brings in what he's good at. Who did we sit with that was like, yo, you good at what you do, and he's good at what he does.
Watching y'all.
Cosmic Kev.
Salute to Cosmic Kev.
Salute to him.
Watching y'all, right? And watching other, podcasters, right? Y'all have inspired guys like myself that know that I have the talent to sit in front of a camera and people will.
I was gonna ask you that.
Well, yeah. So I'm working on my joint now. It was all a dream podcast, right? With my Wrap Your Brain Around That Shit logo that I segued into with my guys, right? Now, with that, it took me to branching off into the clothing world, right? Now, my brother, Mill, Loyalty Over Love is the clothing company that we dealing with right now, right? He actually here, you know what I'm saying? Like,
salute to him.
Salute to my man Mill.
You got your crew with you.
If I can,
Yeah,
I would
bring-
love
they
to
could-
bring him in. Mill, come in for a second. So, just the show niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, so this is Mill, right? So the reason why I'm talking about this is because it falls into how to segue into what's going on. So watching y'all, right? I said, damn, what can I do to be like these niggas? These niggas is all over everywhere. You was doing the shoestring shit,
Clue
right?
lace.
The clue lace, right? Boom, you was doing that. So I looked at what he was doing and said, damn, the fuck? You make that? He like, yeah, I do this, boom, 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 boom. But I need my direction. So I'm like, how can I give you direction? He like, bro, you've been doing this shit for this amount of time. What happens? I do something with him, you saw it. You ordered from the rip. You know what I'm saying? You ordered from the rip. So people out there, do not put yourself in the boxes to where you say, okay, this is all I can do. No, take this part, that part, this part, and add it together with the money.
Let me say this, not to cut you off. We literally spoke about that in the car. Same thing. Don't be inside a box. Think outside the box. You're not subjected to one thing and one thing only.
Right.
And I always tell people, and people don't know that, and you said that, and I wasn't playing. I sell stuff, and I used to sell a lot of merch, and people supported my merch game crazy. But that's why, because even though I didn't know that y'all was connected. I just saw you had posted this shit. Right. And I was like, yo, I'm just gonna support him because he's a young nigga and you posting it, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna fucking buy it. I feel like people don't naturally support. Like, even with just pressing a button on the YouTube, it's free. Like, niggas will meet us and all that and be like, yo, I've been a fan of yours, I'm gonna go follow you. If you're a fan of mine, why you not following?
Because
But
you know
we
why?
definitely gonna get y'all some shit for
But you know why
the
though,
next
S?
drop.
What?
You
That
know what I mean?
who
Yeah.
said this to us the other day? That
I don't get
in-person shit hits different. And
But even-
also too,
okay.
what do I always say? Does he live up to what I see on camera? When I did that interview with Cubana Lust, and God bless the dead, Q from World Star, and we was wilding with her, I'd never forget what he said. It's just like watching it on the computer.
I mean, I feel
Same
you.
thing, yes.
But if I say I'm a fan of yours, like, I have not been in that position since social media. I've been not a fan since I've been doing the music business. You can't be, to me, when people say that they're a fan, I'm really a fan of yours. To do the business side, you can't be a fan.
You think
Nah.
To be a creator, you cannot be
you feel the same way?
you cannot be a fan and
Because
do business.
this was so crazy, right?
You can be a fan and do creative.
When he
Go on.
grabbed the
doing
merchandise,
business. Okay.
when he grabbed the merch, when he wore the merch, you didn't even know what you did.
When I was
You
with the first
had-
Montana shit. Remember?
It just, you know what I'm saying? Like that right there, we looking on the gram and we like, damn, Esso wore that shit.
The
He
first
called me like,
Montana.
yo, Esso wore that shit.
I wore it on purpose.
So guess
but
what that
I
did?
still didn't know.
But guess what that
That y'all was
did?
connected.
That brought light to what's going on. So it's about that too. It's about pitting your product placement, the product placement, where you place the product. He could have wore the shit to the gym.
Yeah.
He be fly in the gym, but no, he wore it to an event. You know what I'm saying? Which, no, real rap, nigga.
Yo, my
fly in
wife
the
talked to
gym.
me about that. She be like, this nigga be matching going. I'll be like, yeah, my head,
Know what I'm saying?
I gotta be matching going to the gym. Like,
No,
that's me.
And I apologize, Mill. I ain't want to put you on the spot,
No,
but I
Mill,
wanted people.
talk, man.
I wanted people to see. Let them know where they could.
Hold on.
Yeah, but let them know where they could find what they need to find.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm on Instagram, Loyalty Over Love Clothing.
Loyalty Over Love Clothing.
215. And I'm currently up in Willow Grove Mall, to all those in Philadelphia in the local area. Willow Grove Mall is up like in Willow Grove, further Abington. I'm in a store called Got 'em Kicks. You can go on their website, shop all my merch on their website, on that website. I'm currently building my own website. I just don't know how to update it, you know what I'm saying, and put the new merch and stuff like that on there. But, you know what I mean, we on www.loyaltyoverloveclothing.com too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And just to add real fast, when I met this good guy right here, man, it was random. I was going to pay a phone bill outside of the phone store. You see the video?
Yeah.
We was together. I was going to pay a phone bill, man, and I seen him, came up to him just organically, man. We talked, and it been love ever since, man. That boy showed me love, put me in rooms with major people, got me a lot of sales on the merch, you know what I'm saying? And everything just happened divinely, you know what I mean?
What's the future of merch? Because everyone's doing it. What's gonna separate? Because Esso has been able to separate his merch game. Is it a design? Is it the feel of the fabric? Marketing and promo? Putting
All
it
of it, I think it's all of it.
Because I've seen
The
people.
feel of the fabric is a motherfucker.
It's a motherfucker.
Because the feel of a fabric.
That's the most important thing to
The
me.
feel of a soft fabric that if you wash it, it doesn't shrink and it stays sturdy is invaluable.
Invaluable.
Then whatever design that you put on it has to connect. What I realize connect is my name.
Right.
But I realize men don't like wearing another man's name. They'll wear Gucci and everything else, but the women is the ones who step out and buy my merch with my name.
Crazy. That
Niggas-
black men tend to not. That's a gem right there. They'll wear a white Italian dude's name.
They won't wear my name. And my man, I'm gonna keep it real. Some of my mans have bought my merch and be like, you know, I'm not gonna wear it, I'll give it to my girl. I'll be like, why? It's like, I ain't gonna wear another nigga man name.
But what I love about him is that he spends on a production of it. It's about making sure that the quality is
Definitely try to reach top quality.
yeah, it can be on a rack next to a Gucci. So
But you know where I fuck up at though?
wow.
I don't put care instructions. All y'all dudes selling y'all merchandise and clothes, put care instructions inside your package because there are things that I sold people that I should have told them only to dry clean. But because I know clothes, I'm like, niggas ain't gonna wash this shit.
It's still.
Then they wash it.
So in our clothing brand, when we do the inside tags, it comes with all of that in there. You know what I mean? Not the dry wash it in cool water or you know what I mean warm water, delicate. You know what I mean? All that. We put all that
That's
in the drop tag.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
we definitely focus on top quality. You know what I mean? Top quality is what we focus on. You know what I mean? And definitely just the name itself, loyalty over love. You know what I mean? That speak for itself. You know what I mean? But we focus on quality, man. And
just be looking for it.
And we
right
wish y'all
now,
the
be
best of
looking
luck.
for it, and we trying to get any artist that like
The brand.
the brand and like the whole. We want you to become a part of the alma mater of loyalty over love, the lifestyle, be a part of the thing and understand that without one or the other, life ain't even gonna go right for you. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm doing though. You know what I'm saying? That right there and still doing the music. So I just wanted to let people know. And, y'all can put a face where the designer's at. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. You know what I mean? Like, I want my brother I want for him what I want for me. We try to keep current on the drops. So when we do a certain colorway or a new sneaker come out, we on that shit. We like, hold up. We gotta do a colorway for this because niggas buying sneakers.
Do y'all have a plan for extension? Did y'all think about trying to find an investor? Do y'all have
That's exactly what we're looking for right now.
Do y'all have a marketing plan? What's your like where y'all going from here?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
So currently, got them kicks. They kind of like invested in us somewhat. They allowed us to use their space. You know what I mean? On a consignment type of, you know what I'm saying, offer, whatever like that. They got us up next to top quality brands for the prices that they sell in Saks Fifth, Nordstrom. You know what I mean? They got us next to a Mary Off-White. They actually took Antisocial down and put me up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They got us next to gallery department. You know what I mean? They got us in a good store, you know what I mean, where they sell
nice placement in the store.
Nice placement, you know what I mean? When you walk in, you see us. You know what I'm saying?
You're not in the back somewhere.
Yeah, no, we
Are
right
they
in the
franchised? How many stores do they have?
I think currently they might only have one franchise.
So in Philly, we got certain malls, right?
Yeah.
That
Strip
people
malls
go
you
to. No, it's like, King of Prussia. Then you
Got
got
you.
Willow Grove. Willow Grove is like the mall, that you go to if you can't get the King of Prussia. So it's a lot of people that go in there. You know what I'm saying?
That store is bringing the vibe of the King of Prussia.
It's
Yeah.
But I got you. I was asking for the reason being of if they had more stores, then you would just build out naturally through them.
Yeah.
But if they only have one store, you still would need to have a marketing plan, looking for an investor, because it's very rare you're gonna get rich off of being inside of one brick and mortar.
Oh, you're right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Well, the good thing about it is I got your number. And you know what to do. So
Nah,
I'm
y'all can't
you.
afford me. Them my consultation.
Nah, hey man,
I don't even want. I don't even want to be spitting them numbers.
Hey,
Because
don't go
everybody
with the
gets
we
mad.
can't afford it though.
Everybody gets
Don't go with
mad
the we
at
can't
me.
afford it though. Cause we're trying to run the bag up so we can get it paid, baby.
It ain't. Look, let me rephrase that. It ain't that you can't afford it. You're not gonna want to pay me.
Yes, I will. I would rather spend the money with you than I would spend for a motherfucker who wouldn't really tell me the truth.
Y'all need to invest
It might
in
make more sense though, us. We could discuss that another time.
Y'all need an investor regardless of what happens when y'all leave here. You need to be looking for an investor. You need to be asking for real money. Not no $30,000, $100,000. Your plan has to be $1 million, $2 million.
No, if it's not $1 million or better, we good. We
really
just
right now because
grinding.
it's inflation. So $1 million ain't gonna get you. It don't sound dope when everybody's talking about, oh, he's a billionaire. This nigga worth $700 million. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have your mind on what you need and what you really want it to be. Because there's a lot of people that take less and just want to keep building. No, nigga, that's the route that we feel we gotta take. Like I say, we go to the drug dealer first. Yo, help me get the supplies. Let me do this something. Let me go talk to this guy and put it in. It's all hard work, right? Part of the $2.5 million is marketing and promo of your product. Like I said, if you want to brand your shit, y'all niggas supposed to walk around with these hoodies, and every nigga that y'all deem dope should have this hoodie. You're not looking for them to buy it. They want to touch it. They want to feel it. Think of essentials. Everybody wasn't buying essentials.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay?
Now everybody got
Now
to fear
everybody's
God.
buying essentials
Everybody fear
because
God
essentials because they're giving it to the right people. That's what the investment, that's the marketing and promo. Like I tell Hynaken, I said, you're not supposed to see it. But to the general eye, to the 90% that we talking about, they don't see the marketing and promo. They really think everybody's wearing essential. They don't understand that essential is fucking making $1 million of clothes and putting $500,000 to mail this shit away to everybody that needs to wear it and sending them a thank you
Giving
note.
that shit away.
Giving it away.
Yeah.
Period.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the biggest deficits with my brain. Like, you know what I mean? I know a few people, I can reach out to a few people, but the connections never get made through Instagram because sometimes, you know, the people don't respond.
Chill. You not making no money connection on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, right.
You already traveling in the wrong circles. The person that you in the store with, you need to talk to the motherfucker who own the store.
Right.
That's who you start with. Do you know somebody who has a chain of stores because they all know each other? You ain't talking about no Instagram. Nigga, if that's what niggas is fucking relying on to get paid, you're never gonna get paid.
Like to pass it around, like
You not, I'ma say this again. If that's what niggas is relying on to get paid, you not gonna
Giving
get
it to
paid.
you right now. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
just
That's
what,
the information.
that's just what it is. That's not the way. The way is you use that shit to promote your product or what you doing, but you have to get out there and you have to set your plan. It's the number one thing. Nobody thinks about a plan. Niggas is just making shit and trying to put it out and give it to you. What the fuck is your plan? Where am I going after I wear this shit? Who are you talking to? If you don't know nobody, get out there and find the motherfuckers. Go to, where the white bitches at in Philly? Where the white bitches eat and drink at?
Right.
Go there, nigga.
Right.
And spend your money with the white bitches. What you do? I make clothes, bitch. You want this dick, bitch? Investor, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
I fucked the first deal I ever got. I was fucking, nigga. Big draws know it. They wasn't supposed to get 400,000, but I was swinging that cop. You already know how it go. Yeah, you know how it go, nigga. Yeah, I'm from the hood. I ain't got nobody giving it to me, so you gotta go
I'ma
get
give it to them.
Guess what you understand? You're just blessed with a great sense of direction and placement. Because I've always said, you can work hard, but are you working hard in the right place? Because it's like you see that meme where the person's digging for diamonds and he's digging in one, he's going harder, but the other person digs up a little bit and gets to the diamond because, like you said, they had a plan of, they prepped already. Where do the diamonds be up the highest? Versus, hey, I'm working hard.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in, but where's it going?
Find where it's at first, then target
That's
it,
why.
then go get
That's
the
why
shit.
I asked you, did you go on the World Star YouTube?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
The website will get you a certain look.
Yeah,
That
but the
YouTube will
I did
boom
the
your shit.
YouTube, I did their Instagram, I did
That's
their ways of their outlets. I wanted to
So
tap
you did the
anywhere.
ESSO route. You hit all angles.
Because you can't leave a stone unturned if you're trying to get up under the motherfucking money.
But where did you learn that at, being that you had a major record deal, you was signed with under them? So because what I see from people who signed a major record deal, they don't know that. The only person that we talked to that knew that is Jim Jones. And Jim Jones said he learned how to do this by going to Texas. And he saw them do it firsthand. Where'd you learn this from, or did this just occur?
I learned it from being around and also being around Cash Money Records.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I learned it from them guys.
When was you with Cash Money?
2002? 2002. I actually was the one that introduced Major Figgas to
Little one?
not just to the Cash Money situation, because what was happening was in between the Rockefeller situation and all of that, Baby had struck interest in Major Figgas as a group as well. So me and Spade were already locked in somewhere. So I just looked at it like, damn, you know, he keep asking about my niggas. Let me introduce him, and we could try to get a Major Figgas / Cash Money situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with me doing that, me and Baby would just take flights. You know what I'm saying? And when we taking them flights, I'm not just sitting there taking a flight. I'm talking, yo, how you do this? You know what I'm saying? How did y'all niggas like actually like from New Orleans where
Ain't nothing out
it's
there.
like, and what's so crazy is I remember going on promo tour because I used to be Charlie Baltimore's hype man. I would go on promo, and I remember going to New Orleans and seeing, Stretch, whatevers, with Cash Money Records on it. And then later on, I realized that, damn, this motherfucker been doing this shit for years.
Yeah.
But what was he doing? Investing his fucking money. He made niggas go, who the fuck is Cash Money?
Did they get that from Master P, y'all think?
Of course.
Master P was
Of
first.
course, because Master P was the first nigga
Where the fuck did Master P see? This is what I was saying about having
seen.
vision, though.
Yeah, but here's the thing with P though, and you
He had 150 fucking artists on the label.
But here's the thing though, because you live down south, so did I. I don't know if you spend time down south.
Yeah.
We're spoiled up here. Think about when you had to go deal with Rockefeller, you had to hit the turnpike, but that ain't a crazy drive. Them niggas, where's their direction gonna be? And that's what I said. Now, we don't got no label, no A&Rs come down here, nothing. How we gonna get this music? Like you said, like you gave Old Boy to play, mom and pops. We know this is gonna ring off. Boom, sell it out the trunk. That's when Jim Jones said when he seen Slim Thug doing it, he like, hold up. These niggas is on the same playing field as me. I'm hearing them on the radio and they slinging they shit out the trunk. How much you making, Slim? Whatever that number is. Whoa, Cam, this is the play. You think it's gonna work, Jimmy? Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
We can sign with anybody.
You gotta do it that
But sometimes it takes one person who sees beyond the mountain to teach everybody else what's around the mountain. And that's
But Jimmy didn't teach nobody. He kept that whole lesson to himself. He just worked the hell out of that shit.
Maybe niggas didn't want to listen to him.
Jimmy, you gotta remember, we all started together, right?
Same time.
Being on Entertainment. Jimmy was rapping, but he was more so just like, just Jimmy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And when he was around, I always watched how Jimmy would sit there and he just like focusing in on shit. And then years later, look at what he's doing. The nigga soaked up every fucking thing because he is one of those guys who musically, he'll hit you here and there with the music, but business-wise, he got the shades. He got motherfucking...
Got the weather report
The
shit.
weather report.
He's on Revolt.
He's all over. So that's another person that inspires me to say, well, entertainment, fashion, acting, all falls under the line of how hard are you willing to go with this shit?
You know what's crazy? I had Jimmy right in my face, pause, doing the show, and I didn't even tell him that he was one of the niggas that did inspire me too. And I told Hynaken, I said, him and Baby. Why? Because they older niggas that stay in the know. You know what I'm saying? They stay relevant and current, and I ain't even get a chance to tell them that.
I'm going to tell you a mistake I made. I had buried this. So when Star and Buckwild was on the radio.
It's another mistake.
No. Yeah, I got multiple of them. And I never told Star this.
Okay.
He's not even he's gonna watch this. So he's the biggest thing on the radio, everything. So I really was going for it to be in the radio world. And I got the interview in the meeting. And I'm thinking, because I've done all this shit, I'm hot shit. I'm good. And when I'm in the meeting, he going heavy. And he's like, do you know how to use this? I was like, nah. And I was like, I worked so hard to get this meeting to be in front of these people. I wasn't prepared for any angle, any question. And I lost that opportunity. I don't care how young I was. And years later, I never told him that, but I always say, when you really going into this game, you got to know the ins and outs, because a nigga going to ask you, Because if you know what you're doing, he's like, I can rely on you. I can get money with you. One of the biggest things I learned is if you can solve a problem and you know how to troubleshoot fast, you always gonna get paid. And that was a big mistake. And I was like, I'm
But
finished.
yeah, those things like that, bro. Honestly, those are not losses.
No, he asked me to use it.
They not losses though.
I didn't know. No, it's like saying, yo, go use Pro Tools. Okay. Nigga, are you kidding me? Do you not? Huh?
Yo, I did that. Nigga asked me, he flew me out to California, asked me something about making beats and sent me downstairs. I said, okay.
And you made a beat?
No, I tried. It didn't work.
No,
he said, you ain't making a beat yet? I said, no.
No, I went to it. I was like,
but Hynaken, them not losses, they lessons, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta take that like that.
I gotta give him a shout out. He from Queens too. He was working at Magic Johnson. He had Casey and JoJo. He's from my hood. He flew me out there. It must have been a miscommunication that I managed producers and he thought I produced.
Right. Oh,
I was out there. I was
you went down there for one time to make a beat, though.
That's how I worked at Universal Booking Agency.
You told him you could do it?
Use Excel and all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but no.
The next day I was learning that.
No. Listen, I would have learned it. But he was like, oh, you know how to use it? I was like, yeah, he said, all right, go use it now. And the whole room is looking. It's the whole radio show. And I'm like this.
I would have been like, yo, bro, see, this one got thing, yo, bro, just show me how to use it. Just stop all that quick talking me shit, bro.
Right.
Like you got me in here. I'm not supposed to think I know about that, but go ahead.
No, but listen, that's just certain people, they got that in them young and some people develop it. Now, I know how to play that situation better, but if you, whatever age I was super young at the time, dog. I'm like, this shit's happening fast. I'm not around celebrities. I don't know how to be like, all right, cool.
But
now
before we get off of it, I want to thank Jimmy for mentioning me every chance he get. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy show me love every chance he get. Hot Boy Turk show me love.
Salute to Turk.
Every chance he get, they show love, and that's rare. You know what I'm saying? That's a rarity because niggas be on their own shit.
I know Jim my whole life, right? And we did a piece and all that. And I just happened to mention him, and then some of his people started following me. And then eventually he followed me, never really said nothing to me. Then I went out, and he just walked up to me and was like, yo, I see what you and your mans and your crew is doing. Y'all heating up the streets. I'm about ready to sit down with y'all. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that I asked him if I saw him, but before I even got a chance to even be like, yo, bro, will you sit down with me? He was like, yo, I'm ready to sit down with y'all. Gave me his manager number and gave me his cell number. Like, called me and lived up to everything, was there on
Yo,
time.
y'all niggas is lit right now, bro.
I
don't know if y'all understand, but hip-hop culture right now, y'all in that list of niggas that you gotta go stop by.
We not on the list.
I know we on the list.
Nah, I'm talking about
aware.
the streets.
Yeah.
The streets. Nah, I get what you're saying, but the streets, trust me.
They're not. See,
why you say he's cracking a joke? I'm just laughing.
I understand, but what he's saying is some serious shit. And we be having this talk. He's like, I don't feel it. I'm like, yo,
Fred.
He don't get it, bro.
No,
even
this is a guy that watched y'all shit. No, he watched y'all shit.
No.
Just explain it.
Just go ahead.
No.
Just finish your thought, please.
All right,
I don't want him to be mad at me.
post away.
Why you always causing trouble?
No, listen, let the shit play out sometimes. You lose out on moments. We had a meeting with an executive, and he's talking about the whole breakup that happened and how, from that breakup, you go down, and people was like, they done. It's back to a certain point. He's saying, they mistook what he was saying. He's like, y'all one post from being back to what that energy was from there. I got it. They're thinking, we're one post away from doing this. I'm like, no. Because I've been through this. He ain't been through this breakup.
Can I thank you.
Okay, go for it.
Can I say how I looked at it?
And tell him if he's bugging or not.
Which is what makes it funny, the way he looks.
All right, go for it.
You ready?
His man's is right there.
Okay, but is they gonna let me talk?
Okay. Go for it.
All right, boom. Everybody, it's not about, and we're gonna say his name because I don't want to say it like we have a problem with him because it's funny to us. Nelson said it to us, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we was talking to Nelson, and it's like everywhere I go, it's not about Nelson. Everywhere I go, people approach me like, yo, the breakup is crazy. You're gonna be okay, right? And I'm, but this is me.
I called you, but
But listen,
for the break.
but it's old, right? But even when niggas call me, right, I'm like, damn, I'm like, we hotter. I'm like, I'm more popular than I ever been. I'm making more money than I ever made. I'm more valuable than I ever been. And people are looking at me like, are you okay? So when we going around, ghosting, seeing people do it, they be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be all right. You know, y'all keep grinding. And I'm looking at them like, keep grinding? What are you talking about? You watching the guests that we're getting and the shit that we got lined up? So when Nelson said it, I was like, he was like, y'all are just one post away. I just started laughing and I walked out the office. I said, why does everybody think we fucked up and we lit?
No, it's not that.
And then but I understand why.
No, I'm gonna tell you what
when
it
you
is.
explain,
Even he said it.
he ain't let me finish.
No, I'm adding on. Let me say
Bro,
this.
I didn't get to add on to yours.
No, listen to this. Even Dutch has said it. What that shit was, and you set it off. You set the tone. That was a magical chemistry we had.
Yeah.
So when people are saying everything's gonna be all right, that's their way of saying, damn, man, this was a special collection of men cooking.
No, it was.
It was a hit to the industry.
It
so
was.
they're telling you like, yo, I felt the hit.
If he didn't interrupt me,
All right.
after he explained it to me and Ghost, I understood where he's coming from with how Nelson, I didn't think Nelson was shitting on me. All the other people didn't matter. Nelson's part of the 10% as somebody who's watching a product. I never looked at it like that. Somebody who is a fan of what we do and watching a product and saying, yo, this product is dope. And then saying, yo, it's just not the same for me anymore. They might feel the same way about BagFuel, but what I realized, which sparked this argument and this talk with me and him, is somebody saw me on the street today and was like, yo, I'm a real big fan of yours. Yo, are you doing something else? And I said, yo, BagFuel. I said, follow it. He said, yo, oh shit, I'm gonna follow it. And I went home, I said, Hynaken, we gotta just spend money on marketing and promo. I said, we gotta talk to Ghost about this because people don't know where we're at.
Because where I was coming from, I said the reason why
Now it came full circle.
it came full circle.
Yeah,
Because where I'm coming from, I knew the impact of where that show was touching. So it lands in a way for the casual person who's oblivious, doesn't want to search for anything, it's landing.
Right.
So we're like, all right, how we're gonna land on the casual person that's not gonna search, nothing. And that's where the play was. Because I'm like, all right, cool, these casual people, they're not gonna look. They're gonna be like, oh, he's gone, I don't know, I watched this shit, whatever. You know how these fans are fickle versus the people that are really ingrained, that know how to read an act and say, oh, it's ESSOWRLD.
But those might not be the paying people. See, the paying people is the leisure motherfucker that comes across you.
I mean,
that's the paying. See, you're talking, this is where the argument always
I'm
comes in.
talking about the 10%
The
is watching.
content consumer, it's always content consumer. I'm focused on the motherfucker who don't want to watch it, but is gonna watch it because they fuck with me. That's who I'm dealing with. Fuck with me. You like my sneakers, you like the way I dress, you like my hair, you like the way I talk, you like I'm screaming or whatever the fuck you like. Follow me everywhere. Buy my fucking merch. When I do a live show, come and see me, nigga. Bring your bitch. It's free champagne. It's a vibe when I show up.
It's a lituation.
That's what I want niggas to understand.
Yeah.
To me, the vibe of who I am is way bigger than any talking that I'm doing. Once you get with me, you fucking get it. Whether you like niggas get with me like I didn't like you, but now like nigga I'm around you like I get it.
And you gotta keep putting it in.
This is who the fuck I am.
Air. You gotta keep putting it in the air.
And this is what I'm saying.
For those who don't know.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think about it, everybody's like, yo, it looked like y'all just never missed a stride, right? That's for two reasons. One, he came up with the plan to keep this ship rolling fast. Two, and I told him this, usually when you break up with a show, you have a contract clause that you can't be active for 2 years. So when we were, it's already, that's why nobody's never seen the bounce back. And he had the plan.
And the plan and the continuity, which was the third piece, was Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
Because if we wouldn't have been able to put this shit up, we would have been back on the block looking for a cameraman, looking for somebody that's gonna school us on how to get the identification number on the fucking YouTube.
Bro.
I didn't even know how to set none of that up. I thought that shit was naturally set up. Oh, you hit 1,000 niggas.
Set up your bank account a certain way.
It just clicks in. He's calling me to say, hey, yo, my nigga, the paperwork should be in your mailbox. Go get it and get the code for me so I can upload the code. Niggas is lost. Niggas don't even understand when you leave a place you could fight. This is business shit. You could have fight. We could have fought our contract. We could have fought it because we had a contract. Or I could just say what I told Hynaken. I'm a free agent. And I'm going to rock off with myself. I'm going to ride with however far SO going to go, that's where the fuck we going to go. So when niggas understand, niggas talk about this and that, understand your contract. You can fight your paperwork. You can get your mind caught up in that. You can get money you don't have caught up in that. Or you can say, you know what, you breached it. You don't want to fuck with me. You don't want to pay me. You got it. I ain't scared. I got this nigga and I got this nigga.
Chances
From the day that I wasn't on the other show no more, I swear to God, I smoked weed. I called Clue. Clue said, I got your back. Don't worry about it. I'll start a show if niggas leave you for dead. I said, nah, I smoke. I grabbed some champagne. I told my wife, I said, if Space Ghost is on my side, I got nothing to worry about. I said, if this nigga, because we had just talked about doing the show, he's the one that brought up BagFuel. He said, why y'all not doing it? And that was a big fight with me and him because I've been wanting to do it, but he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to conflict what we had going on. He said, what's going on with BagFuel? And we got back to it. And I told my wife, I said, if Ghost is with me, we lit. I ain't worried about this shit. And he hit me at 222.
And look what it's doing.
So, Dutch.
Look what it's doing.
Woo! Roll out. What you rolling out with? Dutch.
It's another album ready to come.
Are you gonna go all the way with it this time? Because you're gonna do World Star and everything. Where else are you gonna put your marketing and promo dollars? Because it's all about promoting the product to get people to stream it. Niggas ain't buying it.
I'm going PR this time.
You going PR?
Yeah, I gotta go PR this time. This time I did all of it myself for the last 2 albums.
Okay.
I did everything myself. From the product placement to the World Star shit and this and that. And that's the reason why I didn't get to where I needed to go, because I didn't invest the money in that part of it. You gotta have your public relations people.
A good one, a real one.
Yeah, a good one.
Like, some of them are just there to pay their rent.
Yeah, it's gotta be the people who already got 5 or 6 clients that's popping already.
Because here's what I'm saying, and that's the one thing. The one reason why we're also successful, we give people value for their dollar. I've seen artists pay a PR and they're sending them to a back room to do an interview that might only do 20 views.
Nah.
Altogether.
Can't do that. That's why you can't just go get the PR that just started.
How do you
yesterday.
find one? So how you finding the one?
Like I said,
that?
I'm looking for the people who already got
what type of budget
moving.
they need? How much is a good PR costing in 2023?
Oh, if you got
at least 10
a dub though. For the one I'm looking for, you want
20,000?
20 grand. Yeah.
And for how long you getting for 20,000?
2-3 months.
No, you get 2-3 months with 10.
Okay.
With 10,000, you get 2-3 months. So with the dub,
you getting a half a year.
Yeah, you getting a
6
nice
months.
half a year.
So they about 3,500 a month.
Yeah,
3,000.
Yeah, which is going to get you all of your publications. It's going to get you everything that you need to get you what you need.
SO, and I know a good amount of PR, so does SO. We'll reference and then we'll figure it out.
I ain't got no PR.
Yes, you do.
I know some, but they be fake not.
Because you talk mean to them. Like, yeah, you know how you be like mad aggressive. Yeah, sup? You gonna post my shit?
I just sound like
you gonna post my shit?
I'm actually a teddy bear.
Get the fuck out.
Thank you.
You know,
BagFuel.
Yeah.
It's my man right here, SO World. My man Dutch.
Like, subscribe, follow, super thank. Don't forget to super thank us.
I want to leave with this. Cassidy, stop ducking me too, because I want to battle your motherfucking ass, and you already know what it is.
Yo, wait. Now, don't even cap. Don't do that, because Cassidy was on our show. Now he gonna be mad at us. When you walked up here, what freestyle was the car playing?
Cassidy.
See, I got my ear. Somebody was playing the old Cassidy freestyle when he walked up.
Listen, I want to let everybody know this. I'm not opposed to the battle world, but I'm gonna I'm going at everybody. I want everybody to feel as though I want to battle them. I want everybody to feel as though I'm unstoppable because I am.
I just talked to some kids and they say, yo, you fucking around with that battle rap shit and you ain't really in it. You gonna ruin your whole life.
Right, I'm not though. They call me Dutchy for a reason.
Okay,
So
don't.
you want to battle Cass? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Line it up, Cass.
He's like, you think he gonna come out to battle you? He's like the greatest, biggest earner of all time. You think because it's a Philly thing? Because he's
Then
in Philly.
he shouldn't be scared then.
I don't think, okay.
He shouldn't be scared then.
Yo, this is gonna sound cliche. I think you should open a cheesesteak spot up in Philly.
A cheesesteak spot, yeah. And somebody's missing. This nigga smart. We don't get along all the time, but the nigga smart though.
Yeah, you seen on camera.
That nigga smart though.
Yo, Dutch.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm working on the Dutch apple pie strain right now, baby.
Let me shake your hand.
Dutch apple pie strain right now.
Ness selling them cheesesteak. Ness, where Ness?
the cheesesteaks.
Where you been, Ness?
Yeah.
You were supposed to do the cheesecake contest. It's supposed to be yours, Junior's, and Cheesecake Factories, and we supposed to see who's the best, bro. Where you at? Where's your 8-bar clip? Yeah, man, stop fronting,
Hey,
man.
Ness, where the cheesecake, bro?
Oh, but you doing pie now. Who's making the pie? Not you.
What?
You just putting your name on it. You're not making the pie. It's not your recipe, is it? Because you don't look like a cook.
No, Bud.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because you don't look like
And
you
he's
can
the
cook.
Bud nigga. Straight.
I gotta tell you, yo, y'all Philly Bud be kind of whack, yo.
Nah,
Wow, bro.
nigga. Let me tell you
Jesus.
something.
Y'all
Let
Philly
me tell
Bud
you
be kind of
something.
whack.
Hold on.
Niggas be giving me Bud like this is it. It's not it.
I'm gonna tell you this. My friends that do it.
I gotta see Dutch. The
No,
Philly weed.
My friend, you know
I
my
love
friends
everything
that
about
do this.
I love everything about Philly, but your weed is lacking.
No, it's not Philly. I'm not. Why would I go Philly with Bud? That's stupid. That's what I'm saying. People,
Okay.
you gotta go to the right places to get the right thing.
I'm in Philly a lot now.
Guess,
okay?
Hey, hold on. Guess what Dutch is doing that you're not doing?
What?
Research.
Yeah. Look,
Research on what?
Think
On
of-
weed?
Yes.
Think about it.
Yo, look at his face.
Why would I go to a
I'm the
nigga?
weed connoisseur.
No, listen. Why would I go
What
to a nigga in Philly when Luca is my folks?
I got you.
Why would I go to a nigga in Philly when Shice
Oh, that BagFuel gumbo strain is on the way.
Wait.
Don't
Right,
forget that.
Right. So
But I'm just saying. But that's not Philly weed.
I'm not doing
All
that.
right. So you would agree that Philly weed is lacking?
Of course.
All
yeah.
right, then.
Okay.
That's all I.
Yeah,
Your BagFuel in the building.
Yeah.
A truth teller. Thank you. Like, subscribe, follow,
Merch,
do all that. Love over
music.
loyalty, clothing. Follow my man.
Loyalty over love clothing. Yeah.
Loyalty over love. Follow my man, the Hynaken. You know what I
Mr.
mean?
Secret, Mr.
Yo,
Mean Guy.
90%. He loves y'all.
Yo, that's gonna be a
Mr.
t-shirt.
90%.
Yours gonna say Mr. 10%, mine's gonna say Mr. 90%. We selling that.
He loves y'all.
Yeah, all
Yo,
day.
We out
What
here.
you want to say, boss? Come right here. Sit right here.
Hey, let me get in real fast. Loyalty over love. SO try to mess me up, man. Loyalty over love _ No, loyalty over love clothing.
Yeah.
_215.
We out.
I still get the blame for everything.
Yo. Oh, make sure
90%.
y'all tap into It Was All a Dream podcast coming soon, too. I
We
don't
gonna
mean to
be on
plug
it.
my shit on y'all
Plug
shit,
your
but
shit.
nigga,
Go
It Was
for
All
it.
a Dream podcast coming soon.
Niggas was
And
asking for you to do a podcast after our interview.
I'm gonna do it, and it's getting
You
done
about to do
already.
but you about to do the 8 bar clip now.
the
So
mic on.
we out.